there are a lot of people out there who want to play the keyboard to just for their own enjoyment, or to entertain their families, and all they want to do is just play simple songs. They are not interested in learning, in getting deep into music theory, anything like that. They just want to play the keyboard as a hobby. For that's all. So they're not looking to be professional keyboard players, anything like that. They just want to be able. And I have I have met a lot of those people. Well, okay, to those people, I'm saying yes, you can do that. You can you can play the keyboard, just just as a hobby, just for your own enjoyment, and but you still have to do some work, though. I mean, it's not that easy, you know. You still have to put in some work in order for you to do so. The one thing that you need to start with, one thing you need to keep in mind, that if you're not going to rely on any notations, music notations, or music theory to play the keyboard, then you need to be thinking about one word: improvisation. Improvisation. Of course, there are several types of improvisations, but the one that fits you the most, in your case, is the one that I can call out of nowhere or on the spot improvisation. So first of all, you need to know the names of all the keys on the keyboard, the white keys and the black keys, and their locations. You need to know, mm, how to how to make a triad, which is a chord made of three notes. You need to know the major scale. Um, Actually, what I'm trying to say, you need to know the major scale in all the major scales, mostly. And of course, you need to know the the minor scales as well. But the most important scale for you to know is the major scale. I'm not going to get into telling you, um, the I'm not going to talk about theory with you when it comes to the scales, because all you're looking for, you want to be able to play simple songs, okay? But at least you need to know the major scales and the minor scales. So my advice to you to learn your major scale is to start with the C major scale, because when you in the C major scale, there's no black note. You're not gonna use the black notes. Well, in case you want to get, you know creative, and then you want to play C dominant seventh, then you're gonna have to play B flat. But all in all, if you just if your focus is just on playing simple song, then in the C major scale you're not gonna you won't have to play any black key. Okay, so what you need to do really is you can get online and then as keywords put major scale keyboard, and then you will get all sorts of pictures, even pictures that show you where to put your hands on the keys, and then you can see how a major scale is constructed, how a minor scale is constructed. When you know your major scale, when you know your major scale, when you know your C major scale, now you know, according to the picture you get online, then you can transpose, okay, the same concept to to play other scales on the keyboard. But now it's going to be a little more complicated. You're going to have to play black keys. Okay, but you learn, because if you really want to play simple songs, just like many of you have told me, well, you got to do some. You still have to do some work. Okay, you need to know the you need to know, like you need, well, yes, you need to know the major scale. You need to know on the keyboard where the middle C is. Okay, because remember the notes on the keyboard repeat themselves. So you got several C's, okay, on the keyboard, on the piano. So the middle C, you that's that's a C that you need to put in, to keep on your head, because it's like a point of reference for you. Let's say you're playing chords. If you play chords, you're gonna play chords below middle C. When you play melody, you're gonna play melody above middle C. So be familiar where your middle C is on the keyboard. Okay? C major scale. Okay? Now from that scale I can build a triad. From the C note, you know, I'm gonna play. I don't want to talk about theory, okay? Because you just want to play simple songs. So a triad is three notes. A triad is made of three notes. So a C major triad is C, E, G. This is your C major triad. F major triad, F, A, C. Okay? G major triad, G, B, D. It's a G major triad. So C major triad, F major triad, and G major triad in the key of C major. Those three triads are just played on the keyboard. If you want to play a simple song on the keyboard, you must know those three triads, because they are the primary chords in the key of C major, and is the same for any major scale. Okay? Those three, let me repeat that, those three triads, C, F, and G, I just played in the key of C, those are the three primary chords in the key of C you must know in order to play a simple song. And when you move to other scales later on, you're going to play those three primary triads from the other scales to play songs in the other scales. Okay? So the C triad, we start with a C note, and we in the key of C major scale. Okay? So because this chord, this triad begins with the root of the C major scale, so this triad is called the root triad. Root. Okay? Now when you go to F, which is the fourth note in the fourth note in the C major scale, that's F. Okay, F is the fourth note in the C major scale, and you got your triad here. That is called subdominant triad in the key of C major scale, F, subdominant. And when you go to G, okay, in the key of C major scale, in the key of C major scale, this G triad is called the dominant. It's called dominant triad in the key of C major scale. You got the root chord, the root triad. You got the subdominant F, and you got the dominant. Okay, dominant triad, which is G triad. Okay, you must know those triads, those three primary chords in all major scales in order to play a simple song in those scales. Got it? Okay. So when I started the video, I think I played those three triad with the backing. Let me do it again. Okay, this is it. I'm going to be C, F, G. Okay. All right. See, as you can hear now, you can play a simple song over those three primary triads, primary chords in the key of C major scale. Okay, but now there's several ways you can play notes over those chords. Okay, remember what I told you about middle C. Now if I'm gonna play single notes, okay, single note, you got chords. When you wanna play 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on notes at the same time, those are chords. But when I play only one, one note. Okay, those are single notes. That's the way you play melody. Okay, so now when you play those chords, okay, you can improvise over those chords, because remember, your goal is to play simple songs. You don't have a sheet music in front of you. You're just trying to play simple songs so you can enjoy yourself and entertain your families. Okay, so if one way you can improvise over those chords is by playing the chords, and then you play the same notes. You play the same notes on the chords in the melody section, but one after, but separately. You don't hold them down as a chord, because you're playing melody. Let's try that. Okay, so that's what you call arpeggios. Okay, because you're playing the chord. You're playing the notes of the chord, but separately. You're not playing them together. Okay, arpeggios. So let's try that. Let's try. Remember, you and I now, we're having a keyboard conversation. Whatever I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking about it right now. It's not. It's you know. It's not. I have not done any preparation for this video. You and I, we just having, an informal conversation, keyboard conversation. Okay. Now let's try, and then we might make mistakes. Okay. All right. Let's see here. There you go. Okay, let's play the C again. The C triad or the C chord. Okay. Let's play the F. And this is the G. Now you can do the same to play melody, but separately. Okay, this is C. Sorry, that's bad. I just played the same notes in the chords, but single notes, one at a time. Okay? But also, if you want, you can, let's say, somebody is singing, and then you're not gonna play melody, because the singer is already singing the melody. So you want to play chords? Well, you can play chords, with the combination of low register section notes and upper register section notes. Let's see here. if you're going to, if your goal is to play simple songs, then you're going to have to try to do not exactly what I'm doing, but I'll just give you some kind of guidance on what you're supposed to know in order to be able to do that. Okay, of course you can just, can play by ears, you can do all that, but you have to do, there's a few things you still have to know on the keyboard. You still have to know. They are the basics. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it goes. And when you in your case when you improvise, also there's okay, before I even say that, there's another thing that if you know, if you can try to, if you know the names of the chords that are built on each note of the scale, you will be better off. Okay, so as you go along in learning how to play by ear and how to play simple song, you're going to feel so comfortable. You're going to want to learn more. So you probably say, oh well, let me try, something more complex. You're going to do it because you're going to see your playing is getting better. You are understanding. You're getting more friendly with the instrument, and you're gonna want to learn more. Okay, so now one thing the best way, well, I just told you, it's good to know what chord that can be built on each note of the scale. For example, a C major scale. Okay. Well, on the C note, I can build a chord. That is C major triad, C major chord, C major chord, C major. On the second note, D, it's a D minor. On the third note, E, I got E minor. On the F note, on the fourth note, F, I have I have F major. And on the fifth note, I got G major. But as a dominant, it's going to become dominant seventh when you add the sevenths on those chords. It's going to be, that's another story. Okay, then you go to A, that's A minor, and then you go to B, and that's a B diminished. Yeah, that's B. Yeah, B diminished. Okay, so okay. So when you know, now even though you're trying to play simple, your goal is to play simple song, but if you know those chords, you can add to your, you can add more chords to your to your primary chords, and then your music becomes more colorful, more interesting. Okay, like since I just play, you see all those chords, those chords. And I just play the arpeggio. And back to C. Okay. So basically, there's yes, you can just play if your goal is to play just simple song, you don't want to get too deep in music theory, but you still have to know there's some stuff you must know in order to do what you want to do. You know, I know it sounds simple what you want to do. Just play simple chords, but you still have to learn a few things before you can do so. Right? Of course. All right, let's see some.